Hello guys and welcome back. I'm Big Al and this is my Football Manager 2018 Beta Save with Nottingham Forest. As you are aware, we got a big massive double header today and we're aiming to get to the Premier League by the end of the season. If we do, I'll think about doing another season with Nottingham Forest. We finished off, this is our second season as it is, we finished 9th last season in the league. So if we get to the Premier League, I might do one season in the Premier League just to see how we get on, and then that'll be the end of it because it was only a beta save and the full game is now being released, and I have my other options like my journeyman and my non-league, the Premier League tasks and games that are going to be on the channel, so I want to concentrate mainly on those. So we'll see what happens with the beta save, but obviously since you guys were the last with us, we haven't been doing too bad. You were with us for the Rollering game, so obviously we beat Palace 3-1 at home with Osborne, Cummings and Zach Clough. We beat Middlesbrough 2-0 with Cash and Osborne getting the goals. We drew ridiculously with Sheffield United on a boring 0-0 draw. I think you guys were with us for the Carabao Cup. I'm nearly sure you were. So we won 1-0 in the Carabao Cup. Zach Clough in the 3rd minute with that only goal of the game, which seen us through to the 4th round. Then we played Leeds and we were 2-0 up. Leeds came back to 2 each, and then Ben Osborne in the 92nd minute of 93 minutes came on and scored a cracking goal. So that gave us the win. Then we got absolutely slaughtered by Sunderland, and I think our players were absolutely awful in this game. Then afterwards, I thought there again at home, we went out and beat Hull 3-0. And then in the local derby of all the games, we had another 0-0 boring draw. But today we have a double game for you against Bristol City. Once in the league, once in the cup. And in the league, if we can go to the championship, you will see that Nottingham Forest are currently 6th in the table. Yes, 6th. We are in where we need to be, which is the playoffs. We're 5 points off the league leaders. Not a problem. I ain't aiming for top 2. If I got there, it'd be great. But I ain't aiming for it. Playoffs is where I want to be. And minimum this season. So that's what's happening. Bristol City are down 21st. I'm hoping for 3 points in the league. And through to the 5th round of the Carabao Cup if we can. So, what's our team going to be today? As you know, we're sticking with this 3-5-3-2 formation. So we got Henderson in goal. Worrell, Phelan and Bassong across the back. That they are working really, really well, so that's really good. Toffolo on the left, Opry on the right, the start in the middle, and the reason why the start's still there is because Chris Cohen's still injured. But Julian de Start is what I brought in to replace Chris Cohen anyway, along with I can't remember who the other player was that I brought in for that position. It was a youngster, wasn't it? No, it wasn't Alves. Who was it? Gibson. Oh, we brought Gibson in as well, so we have spare backup. In front of those two is Cash and Osborne, and then up front we have Cummings and Clough with Rossi on the bench. So on the bench we have Thompson, Laura, Mackay, Colker, Kavanagh, Alves, and as I just said, Rossi. So let's get on into this match and get the first one over. And fingers crossed that we can get 3 points and teams around us lose, and we move up, secure our position a little bit in this playoff location. And obviously we want to get promoted this season, so they're playing simple 4-4-2, so hopefully we can surround the midfield, win the midfield battles and get on the attack. Let's get in the dressing room, let the assistant do the first half team talk. I did click on it, come on, there we go. Everyone's motivated except for Bassong and Clough, but that's fine. They've both been playing fantastic anyway. So, time to kick off. Forest with a kick off, and we are away. It's been a while since we've been away. Oh, no, sorry. Bristol City kicked off. My apologies. I thought we were in red, but we're not. Forget their home kit's red. Mistake, Al. Well done. Oh, what a challenge by Opar. And that's their attack from this kickoff over. Hopefully we'll get a lot more highlights in this game, guys. I can feel highlights coming. First highlight, Cloughie whips in the free kick. Oh, penalty, yes! Magnuson had to be... Yep, Magnuson pushed Cash over, and we get the first penalty of the game. Now, will Zach Clough score the penalty? He hit the free kick. Can he score the penalty to put Forest 1-0 up? By the way, this could put us second in the table as things currently stand with the way games around us are going. Clough steadies himself. Runs up. Cloughie! And it was saved! Oh! Zach Clough, the pressure was on and he blew it. He scored 2 penalties in the last game too. Zach Clough missed the penalty, but we get the corner. Can we score from the corner instead? Who's going to whip it in? It's Osborne with the cross. Osborne whips it in. Easily defended. And out come Bristol City on the counter-attack now. They lump it forward. And it's out for a throw-in. Forest could have went second in the table there. But as you can see, we're already up to 4th as how games and results are going around this. Cracking news. But if we can win this game, that we could get up with goal difference. We could be up with QPR. And there's the half-time whistle, guys. Bristol City 0, Forest 0. Not exactly an entertaining first half, to say the least. All in the penalty miss. We really should be doing a lot better than this. Absolutely terrible. They're so far down the table. We should be winning this. But I'm not happy with the performance. Right, let's make some changes too, because Matty Cash is looking awful out there, and Clough, as you can see, is the worst player in the pitch as well. So we're going to take them both off. Come on. And bring Giuseppe Rossi on for Clough. And we will bring on Ricardo Alves for Matty Cash, because Cash is looking tired. Oh, not Kavanagh. This is only where's the undo button? Okay guys, I just decided to stuff it. There's no undo button for some weird reason. I don't know where it's gone. It should be up just here, but it's missing. I don't know if it's because now the full version's been released, so technically we shouldn't be using the beta anymore. But this is the beta save, and it's staying with the beta. As you see, there's even no confirm changes button. Unless this is the undo button. It is. Oh, found it. Okay. Yay, found it. Oh, silly me. Okay, so Alves on for Matty Cash. And what does Alves Amnesia wants to be an advanced playmaker? We'll play him as a deep lying playmaker, actually, on support. There we go. I'm going to make Rossi. He doesn't like being a false 9. He'll want to be this, the Travelkist. Advanced attacking. There we go. And let's start the second half off, and hopefully we can get a goal, because the first half was very boring. Rossi to the start as a kick-off. Can we score straight from kick-off? Tough low. Plays it in the Osborne. Plays it down the line to Cummings. It's the first time I've seen an attack. Really. Cummings. Ricardo Alves runs into him, but Rossi picks it up. Rossi scored in the last couple of games from substitution to start. Great build-up play here. Will Rossi score? No, and that'll be the end of the highlight by the looks of it, unless Bristol City go out and score from this counter-attack. What a challenge by Worrell and Bassong, and that's the end of the highlight. The cracking first minute of the second half was fantastic. Let's get a change if we can. 70 minutes gone, and Phelan and Bassong are both looking very, very tired at the back. We got Culker, so I'm going to bring Culker on for Bassong, because Bassong's older than Phelan. Phelan's a youngster. So keep bringing all our experienced centre back on with him. And we will then go on attacking here, because this is just diabolical, guys. Still no goals, 72 minutes in, and only one major highlight. So we'll go full out attack now. Let's see if we can nick a goal at the very end of this game. And here comes a highlight. Henderson with the goal kick. Pumps it forward. Straight to Bristol City. Will they come back at it? Can we intercept the pass? Because remember, we've got to play them in the cup straight afterwards. So this is not looking to be the greatest cup and league double header that I'm going to bring you, but I'll do my best. Hopefully for more highlights in the next game. And still Bristol City have the ball. They're now using the width that they will have. They play it in. Can we cut it out? Phelan does cut it out, but oh yes, Osborne. First time ball forward to Cummings. Cummings is away out left. He's found Tufflow, who plays it straight inside, and they've intercepted it again, and Tufflow's put us under pressure. And they're right behind us, Bristol City. Oh, and they hit the upright, and Henderson with a big save on the rebound. And Bristol City have nearly taken the lead there. Oh, Tufflo's pass went wayward, very wayward. Why didn't you just hold it for a second and then play it short inside? Whew, we survived that one. Whew, well, that could have been a really bad and embarrassing game. Team down in relegation zone betas, because we would have dropped out of the playoff spots because Leeds have a better goal difference over us, and they would have took over our spot. Contain. Feeling Worrell with the interception, and it plays it out wide to Rossi. Thumping ball, Rossi to Cummings. Can we nick it? Cummings goes past his man. Cummings with the shot. Oh, wayward wide. Cummings cross would have been better. Not a shot, but he took the shot on. And the referee blows for full time. Nottingham Forest 0, Bristol City 0. I'll see you for the cup game and hopefully much better highlights. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, I'm back and we're here with my Nottingham Forest 2018 Beta Save Part 2 with Bristol City. We had Part 1 in the league where you see we drew 0-0. Now we're in the fourth round of the Cabero Cup with lots and lots of changes. As you can see by the team, we've got Thompson going and we've basically revamped the whole team for this game, resting all our star players for the league because I don't care if we get knocked out of the Cabero Cup. We already made our achievement. And I'd rather concentrate on getting the playoff spot than worrying about a cup run. So in goals we got Thompson. In front of him we got Colker, McGinn and Phelan. In front of them we got Kavanagh, Gibson and Laura with the Greek and Ricardo Alves in front of those three. And up front we got Nicola Meister and the Giuseppe Rossi. Now I'm just finishing off my my subs. So I'll put Henderson in case we got injury. We'll put Joe Worrell in again in case we get an injury. Daniel Opar. We'll get Tufflo in as well because obviously fitness wise for some of these players in the first team isn't great. So obviously as you can see you're actually seeing my subs live, so I'm not going to read them out to you. Julian de Start is already cup tied, but we'll put Travner in here because he can actually play up front. I know he's not the greatest striker in the world, but he can actually do it, so it'd be nice to maybe bring them on later on. And Barry Mackay. I'm actually not going to take Sackclough or Jason Cummings with me this time round. As you can see, our bench is going to be Henderson, Worrell, Opar, Tufflo, Cash, Travner and Mackay, because if I want to bring the two strikers off, I'll bring Travner and Mackay on just to totally confuse the life out of them. And because I don't play wingers in this formation, I haven't played wingers all season, these two are getting very disappointed, especially Barry Mackay, who was amazing for me last season and got me up to 9th. But this season is a different formation and we don't require them. And I don't want to sell them off either, but if I keep on with this formation they will probably get sold off, or I can probably train them to be strikers because they can both finish the ball, so why not? But let's get this game started for us, guys. Cabero Cup 4th round, Nottingham Forest against Bristol City. Again, Bristol City are at home, Forest are away. They're pretty much playing the same team against this. So hopefully my spare team basically all the backups will, other than Corey, Phelan, and that's it. Everyone else is technically a backup this season. Paul McGinn is probably my worst player and weakest player at the right centre back, but he's got an experienced centre back right in front, in between him and Corey, so the two youngsters on the wings of it, and hopefully my reserve squad can actually go out and do something better than what my first team did in the last game. And with them not playing as much, they should be a little bit fitter than Bristol City, who obviously are playing the same team 2 games in a row. So we're kick off here in the all blue, and already we're on the attack, but normally the first attack doesn't lead to nothing. If it leads here to a goal, I'll just be quiet. But there you go, Magnuson wins the ball back to Brian Hill, and out come Bristol City. And here come Bristol City with the throw-in. Can we intercept this throw-in? Obviously we got a reserve squad out who aren't used to playing together, so hopefully we can do something as Bristol City go and Thompson picks up the ball. Now will he deliver, or will that be the end of the highlight? Thompson, come on, play it up the pitch, Thompson. Let's keep this highlight going. Let's go from defence to attack. Rossi's up. Rossi doesn't get the ball, and Bristol City comes straight back at Forest with it here. What on earth was he doing there? He just fell over. Fell over the player in the ball. Whipped in. Thompson's there. Oh, he tipped it over the bar. Whew, thought I was going in the top corner for a second. It just froze. I was like, oh no, it's gone in. And it's a corner here. And that irritates the life out of me, the way the camera does that on this laptop. Can't wait to get PC fixed. Billy Gibson with the head, well, with the control. I thought he was going to header it out. And he pumps it upfield towards Ricardo Alves. And Moore wins the ball, and that's the highlight over. Forest free kick. Ricardo Alves standing over it. Will he shoot? Alves! Oh, just over the bar. And I thought it was going to go just dip in the top corner. Effort and a half by Ricardo Alves, and a lot more highlights already in this game. Thompson with a free kick. Pumps it out wide. He's pumped it forward. Meister. Oh, Magnuson got there. Bristol City now come on the attack again. And Forest are having to drop back again. Brian plays it into Taylor. Here come Bristol City. Forest players are back, but 2-on-1 there. But still, the injured Moore plays it to Brownhill, and still Bristol City come forward. Still, he whips in the ball, and Colker with a header out, but Norman, Brian, will Bristol City take the lead? And they played it out wide to the edge of the box again. Brownhill with another cross in, and Thompson lets it go. Oh, he actually saved it. I thought he let it go wide. Come on, Al, you've done this many a time before. And it's a corner kick to Bristol City. 29 minutes gone in the game. Brian with the cross. Can we clear it out? Magnuson with the header, and Thompson holds well held by Robbie Thompson, the young Scottish keeper, keeping Forest in this game. First full start for a long time for this keeper, and he's proven his worth. I knew there'd be a lot more highlights, guys, as he pumps it upfield. Meister up there again with our reserve squad who haven't played much together. Gibson, the injured Rossi, to the Greek. Plays it into Ricardo Alves, who plays it into Rossi. Can we nick a goal here? Rossi back to Alves. Can we create something? The Greek. He's played a beautiful ball in. Rossi! Oh, how did he miss it? How did he miss? 2 minutes of the half, guys. As we are coming up to half time, it's Bristol City 0, Forest 0 still. Can we snick a goal before half time? Rossi's going to come off at half time. He is tired as hell. Although so's Phelan though, and I don't really have a centre back. Well, I could bring War along, couldn't I? That's what I might have to do. And there it is, guys. It's half time. Bristol City 0, Nottingham Forest 0. Not so great, but obviously on all the other games here. Bournemouth 0, Leeds 0, Fulham 0, Wolves 1 with a penalty in the 9th minute, and QPR 0, West Brom 0. So let's get in the dressing room, get this half-time team talk, and get these 2 changes made. So, we've not been too bad, but actually I'm going to go assertive. I'm not going to go be angry. What one will we go for? Get back out there and grab a goal that can win this game for us. They didn't really like that, but hey ho. Right, tactics. Let's get Giuseppe Rossi off. And Phelan off, because Phelan's getting very, very tired. So, Joe Worrell, you're back in, kid. So now we got 2 experienced centre backs at the back. We got Joe Worrell and Colker beside McGinn, who, as you can see, is it going to load it? There it is. He's 28, actually. I thought he was younger than that. He's not the greatest right centre back in the world. Those stats aren't amazing, to say the least. But Rossi's also getting injured, is currently injured. So we're going to bring Barry Mackay on up front. I know he's not a striker, but let's get him on. And about 70 minutes in, I'll bring on Travner to play up front with Mackay, and let's just excite the Bristol City defence with 2 wingers as strikers, just to see what they can do. You never know. I might nick a wing with Barry Mackay or with Alvaro Traver whenever he comes on. So Bristol City kicked off, and the highlight was over in like less than a minute. The throw in. Can we clear it? He throws it short to Smith. There's 2 free at the edge of the box. Moore plays it into Taylor, and he puts it wide and high. We're about to make our first change in just short of 68 minutes. Well, first change of the second half. The only change of the second half. Nicholas Meister off, and Alvaro Traver is on. Because I don't play wingers, I'm going to see how they can do up front. I'm actually going to put in the request to retrain them as strikers for the rest of this season. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Alvaro Traver, have just brought on the pitch, has just gone and got injured less than 2 minutes after coming on. And I don't think it's going to let me make a change. No, I didn't think so. So Mackay's going to have to come in the middle. Let's just throw him out in the wing. Come here, right here. You come out here. Mackay comes into the middle. There we go. Confirm those changes. We're down to 10 men now, guys. I'm not impressed. Travener's only on the pitch. He's injured. 20 minutes left to go. And we're down to 10 men. And it wasn't even a red card either. Cannot believe it. This is advantage Bristol City big time. Oh well. Didn't want a cup run anyway. But my reserves got a good run out. Pretty much most of the game. So that's good enough for me to let the reserves have a game and a bit of pressure. Bristol City now on the attack with Brian Hill from the throw-in. He'll throw it short. He did. Dowling. Is that... Oh, probably. Norman. And Bristol City have a man over, remember. Brian. Will they make a good use of it this time? And it's intercepted by Laura, who plays it up the pitch. Mackay's going to sprint down Magnuson. But Magnuson first time down the line. And they're in behind again. Reed picks it up. Will he whip it in? He does. He goes for goal. No. And it's down to Dowling. And oh, what a challenge by Colker and cleared. And Nottingham Forest survived that attack. But it's coming back again with Wright for Bristol City. Plays it down the outline to injured Moore. But it's going to be intercepted by Kavanagh, who pumps it forward to Barry Mackay. Will Mackay, he's alone up front now. And he's looked inside to the Greek. The Greek will take it further forward. But he's got challenged. And out come Bristol City with Reed. Into Dowling. Dowling, beautiful ball over the top there. I don't know what way to pronounce his name. Invagel. And Worrell with a thumping challenge. That's what he's in for. Joe Worrell finds Alves. Alves finds the Greek. And if he looks left, he's found another man. But he doesn't. He does. But it's intercepted again. Brian Hill. Twice the Greeks give it away. And he's in again in Gravel. He's in Thompson. And it's 1-0 Bristol City, as is expected. The reserves are down to 10 men. I can't handle the pressure. One man down, and look what happens. And the Greek with another poor pass. 3 times that build-up was a poor pass from the Greek. And yet again, we've been punished. Let's just skip the highlight. Not happy with that. But it's a cup game. Not fast. We already made our target of getting to the 3rd round. We're in the 4th round. And here comes Bristol City with the last probably 10 seconds. Moore with a throw-in. The Dowling. Norman. The Moore. And he pumps the ball forward. And Engaval? Worrell it's all over. Worrell with a fantastic tackle. And that's it, guys. Bristol City 1. Nottingham Forest 0. And they are through to the 5th round of the Cabrera Cup. Forest reserves couldn't do it on the night. And it's irritating me it's jumping up and down like that. But Bristol City deserved the win. Forest couldn't do it. We will be back then for the rest of the season with our league games. And if you guys liked what you have seen, thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe if you want, please, guys. And any comments, leave them in the comment section and we will respond. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Thanks.